Welcome, friends. Welcome back to the kitchen. This is part two of a two-parter. In the oven, I have a lamb shank, a braised lamb shank dish going. And that video would have come out last Friday. Today, I'm going to make a rice dish that sort of picks up on some of the same flavors, some of the complementary flavors to what's going on with the lamb. And so I'm going to use a lot of the same spicing to sort of pull the whole thing together, or at least I'm hoping that it will pull the whole thing together. So in this pot, I just put some ghee, and in its most simple terms, ghee is just the equivalent, the Indian equivalent of clarified butter. Just the fat part, the milk solids have been removed. So I've got that ghee in there, and I'm melting it down, and I have a really super thinly sliced onion, and I want to brown these onions slowly, really caramelize them, but I don't want to burn them. I don't want to get them crispy. So in they go. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Toss those around. Patience. You want the temperature sort of medium high, but not so high that you're going to burn them before you brown them. And this really could take a long time. I know a lot of people, when you read a recipe and it says brown onions till they're golden brown, 2 to 3 minutes. That's a very unrealistic timeline. This could take you 15 to 20 minutes. It could take you longer if you really want to do it and build that flavor. So keep them moving around, keep an eye on it. If you want to, every once in a while, throw a lid on just to build some heat inside, and then take the lid off, give it a stir around, let the steam escape. I think the onions are looking pretty good. They smell amazing. So let's move on. Move on to the spices. So first into the pan, I've got some cloves. Cloves are in with the lamb. I've got some cumin. Cumin is also in with the lamb. I have whole peppercorns, also in with the lamb. And some green cardamom pods, also in with the lamb. I've got about a half a stick of cinnamon, also in with the lamb, and a bay leaf. There's no bay leaf in with the lamb. And the last ingredient that I'm going to pop in here is something called black cardamom. Absolutely amazing smell. Crazy. Completely different than green cardamom. I mean, there's some of those same tones in there, but it's an earthy, almost a smoky smell. I've got a video on it. I'll try to remember to link to the video either in the corner or down in the description box. If you drink Scotch, this has a tone to it that is very much like a peated Scotch, something from Islay. Absolutely great. So that goes in. Now I'm going to stir these around with the onions and just sort of get them warmed up so that they're releasing their oils, just to get them going a little bit. I'm also going to, at this point, put in the basmati rice, and the same sort of idea, stir it around, coat it, get a little bit of the oil from the ghee all over the rice, and maybe toast the rice just a little bit. The pot's on kind of a medium-low. Most of the time when I cook rice in a rice cooker. But when I do a flavored rice like this, where I have to saute and brown the onions first, my rice cooker just won't do that. And I know that I should buy a new one, because the one that I have is 30 years old, probably. Doesn't do a lot of the multifunction things that a brand new rice cooker would do, but it works just fine. Does exactly what it's called to do, cook rice. And so every once in a while I do rice in a pot like this, and I'm always unsure of myself. I'm always second-guessing myself. So it's okay if you're in the kitchen and you're second-guessing yourself and you're unsure. Everything is going to work out. You just need to know that you need a tight-fitting lid. And if you don't have a tight-fitting lid, put a layer of aluminum foil or parchment paper or even a damp tea towel down, and then put the lid on. and that'll work just fine. Okay, it's time to put in the water. So I've got a 1.5 cups of hot water, tap hot water, although it could come out of a kettle. You just want to give the water a bit of a head start. So I'm going to stir down all of the rice into the water, give it a bit of a stir, bring this to a simmer, and then turn the heat down to medium-low, low simmer. I'm going to let it go 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off, and then I'm going to let it sit heat off for another 15 or 20 minutes before service. And it occurs to me now, after the lid is on, I should have put some dried fruit in, like some raisins or chopped up figs or something like that. They would have gone really well in this. There might still be time. Okay, I'll see you back here in a little while. And here is the rice. So a little scoop of rice for each of us. And
welcome back, friends.
a little bit of rice for me. So if you've been watching this and you didn't watch last week, that is lamb shank, braised, slow braised. I'm going to put a little bit of lamb shank in with the rice.
I am just going to scoop some of this curry sauce to put in with it.
So there's whole spices in with the rice. And every once in a while you're going to get a whole peppercorn. But it's mellowed because the flavor is...
There's an unusual flavor in there that I can't quite put my finger on. It's something very earthy.
That's the black cardamom.
Ah, yes, we were smelling that earlier. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of surprised at how earthy that really. It's wonderful. Like not like dirt. Don't get me wrong. It's just
No, it's like Isle of Scotch. It's very peaty. It's got a peaty nose to it. That's what I associate with it anyway.
I don't know that I would have said peaty.
No?
But that's okay. I'm gonna try it with the curry now.
So, the flavors go together. It's complementary. Sometimes you want a rice that is completely opposite to what you're eating. Tonight, I thought a complementary flavored thing would sort of all tie together. I think I hit it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
So this is a great combo. It's time consuming in that it's in the oven for, the lamb is in the oven for 4 or 5 hours. But it's really simple to pull together.
There you go.
Really, really simple to pull together. I would give this a try. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.